All right, man, we got a little change of pace. It's been a lot of Michigan football, a lot of Detroit Lions. We got second Piston video tonight. Sorry, once again, a little still under the weather. But, yeah, man, a couple sites have the Detroit Pistons finishing sub 500 and not making the playoffs. Let's talk about it. Mercy Sports Talk. We in the building. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Won't miss another video. And it says that 538.com released its updated regular season projection Wednesday in its Carmelo player projections and has the Pistons going underwhelmingly 37-45 with a 49% to make the playoffs. That's 10th in the East, just behind Indiana, Brooklyn, and Chicago. So I figure Brooklyn is number 8 and Chicago will be number 7. Indiana just missing out. And I like Indiana to kind of shock some people, so we don't agree there. The ESPN's Basketball Power Index has the Pistons in a similar position at 9th in the East, going 38-44 with a 38% playoff chance. And I linked this Free Press article in the description where I found it. And, yeah, that'd be a big disappointment. Like I said a few times, I talked Pistons this offseason, is that the reason they getting Joe Johnson and they had Beasley and released them, and the reason they got Tony Snell, and the reason they really loading their roster up right now, the way they are, they trying to make one big push this season. That's what it seems like. Ed Stefanowski, Tom Gores, Malik Rose, Dwayne Casey, they trying to make one big push and see how far this roster can go. And I feel if these rosters reach these, if they hit these marks, 37 wins and 38 wins, I believe they're going to blow it up. I believe they let Andre Drummond walk. If not sign to trade him, they'll let Blake Griffin walk. And I think they'll blow the roster up and start from the bottom and try to build onto the way to the top. That's just my hypothesis. And I believe the Pistons will do better than 37 and 38 wins, all right? Just looking at it, Kawhi Leonard is going out the East. LeBron is going out the East. And we disagree. I like Indiana this year. Oladipo probably come back December, January. I just like him. I really do. I like Miles Turner. He getting better. Sabonis going to be a full-time player now that Thaddeus Young gone. And they got them barely making the playoffs. I'm trying to see who's going to make it. The Bucks, okay. They lost Brogdon. They lost Mirotic. They really ain't got no better. And I think people would defend Giannis a little bit better, but I don't see them really dominating the East 76ers. They lost Jimmy Butler, J.J. Redick, Horford, and Embiid playing together. If Embiid healthy, he lost 25 pounds. I'm not and they got Josh Richardson. I like that moving ball back Harris, but they lost a ton of shooting in big shot making and Jimmy Butler and J.J. Redick. You know, the Celtics lost Irvin, Horford, Bynes, but they brought in Kemba Walker-Ennis. I'm not really scared. You know, I like Brooklyn to do better than what they did. Karis LeVert, Kyrie Irving, DeAndre Jordan. I like them to be up there. I think the East is wide open, you know, and that's why I was pushing for the Pistons to get Russell Westbrook so bad, because if he was able to retain Drummond, Blake Griffin, and Westbrook, I feel like the Pistons was going to be the leaders to win the East. Real talk. If they had put enough people around them, but hey, we'll see. You know, all the improvements they made this year, Tony Steele, Markieff Morris, they got rid of Carl Brown and Ish Smith, and they brought Tim Frazier, who I like, the rookie Sayoko, whatever his name is. I don't expect him to play a lot, but I expect big things from Bruce Brown. I expect some contribution from Kyrie Thomas. If not him, Luke Kennard need to step up, but the Pistons need to put this as bulletin board material. They got D. Rose. I think they should be better than what they was last year. I see the Pistons being at least a 45 win team this year. And this East is really watered down. You're going to have Joel Embiid playing some nice, not nice. Ben Simmons getting hung over, right? It take Oladipo a minute to get back. He not expected back to December, January. Boston, they got Kemba. It's going to be adjustment period with Ennis Kanter. Milwaukee, they lost a lot of players. They still a good team. They still got the length, but people going to look at the film and defend Giannis a little bit better. You see what happened in the FIBA tournament. They shut them down with some old players. So, to me, it's wide open. You know what I'm saying? I like, Chicago, a young team. I like what they doing. Wendell Carter come back. I love Zach LaVine and some of the guys they got over there. But to me, it's wide open. Washington not a threat. The Knicks not a threat. So we can see. I just don't get. We should really do better this year if Blake Griffin healthy, and they need to manage Blake Griffin and Derrick Rose health early on. Dwayne Casey was running Blake Griffin in the dirt early on last year. we be down 10, 15 points in the fourth quarter, he still got him out there. He got to do a better job for preserving Blake Griffin the first half of the season. And so you might take your lumps. You might only get 43, 44 wins, by doing that, or 40 wins. But as long as you make the playoffs and give yourself a chance to win at the end, I think that's one of the biggest mistakes he made last year, was not managing Blake Griffin's health or manage him better in the first half of last year. Every year before that, Blake Griffin had some type of injury that sidelined him multiple games. Dwayne Casey got to be smart knowing that. But I expect them to get more than 38 victories. I expect them to eclipse what they did with 41 wins. Roster-wise, they got better in my opinion. East-wise, they got weaker. More of the power players out west. Lakers, Clippers. Still got Spurs, Trailblazers, Denver Nuggets. One of my dark horses in the West. You still got the Rockets out there. So, in my opinion, it'll be a huge disappointment if the Pistons didn't do better than they did last year. Because, one, they got better. Two, Dwayne Casey he got to manage Blake Griffin health. And he got the parts to kind of let him rest a little bit more with Snell. And you got, hopefully, Luke Kennard and Kyrie Thomas and Bruce Brown and some of the other guys. Markieff Morris can contribute and let Blake get that rest on some days. And they can step up. Big year for Luke Kennard. We'll get to that in the preview in a few weeks. But like I said, it's no reason why they shouldn't get better. Dwayne Casey, second-year coach. He knows his team a little bit better. He managed Blake a little bit better. You got a motivated Andre Drummond looking to get paid here or somewhere else next year. So it got the recipe for it to boom next year, and hopefully it does. But I do see us doing better than what they projected, even if it's by an inch or by a country mile, in my opinion. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Motor City Sports Talk. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email. If you got business questions, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests, want to make a donation, that link's in the description as well. Continue to share the videos. Best donation you can make. Don't forget to check out the channel out, Goodfellas Sports TV. One time for the one time. Motor City Sports Talk. We gone.